What's going on, guys? It's Joe with Hendo Daily, and today I want to break down my EDC pouch. Now, I will say this is very new for me. I just threw this together and started carrying it about 2 weeks ago before I went down to Florida over New Year's. And so prior to this, I've never carried this. I've had this pouch. I got it from Olight as a free gift with a few purchases last year, but it's kind of just been laying around with my gear and I've never really used it. So I didn't want to go out and buy one. Just in all the videos I've seen, it looks like there's a ton of options for EDC pouches, but I didn't want to go out and buy one if I wasn't going to actually use or carry this EDC pouch. So since I put it together and on my drive down to Florida, I just kept it in the pocket of the driver's side door, just easily accessible. But when I was putting this together, I tried to think about what is stuff I would actually need or use that I don't already fit in my pockets, you know, phone, wallet, keys, knife, light, the usual. So what would I actually throw in here to be useful and not just carry it just to carry it and take up space? So I thought about it, put this together over, throughout the day, and this is what I came up with. So we'll just start with one piece at a time and break it down from there. So the first piece was, anybody that's watched my channel knows I love my Olight i3T. But I figured if I'm going to carry another light or a backup light, I need something that's going to be a lot brighter in case I need a brighter light, or in case the battery on my i3T dies, whatever the case is, I needed something or wanted something bigger and brighter. So this is the ThruNite Archer Pro S. I picked this up on Amazon a while back, and I haven't done a video on this one yet, but I really do like this light. The button and the UI was a little weird to get used to at first. I noticed I would bump it a lot carrying it in my pocket, and I would look down and my pocket would be glowing. So I wasn't a big fan on that, but I figured if it's going to be in a pouch, it should be all right. So that is the light I decided to put in here. I forget exactly how many lumens it is, but it's considerably bright, especially compared to the i3T. And I've used it a little bit while we were down at the beach in Florida. So that went in there. That's been working good so far. Excuse me. Second up, I wanted a fixed blade, or another knife, I guess, but a fixed blade if I could. So I just did a video on this the other day. This is the Kaiser Muskrat, and I really, really like this knife. I've been enjoying small EDC fixed blades more and more recently, and this one is just another great addition to the collection. So it was something that, not a folding knife, so it's a little sturdier, has the qualities of a good fixed blade, but it's compact enough that I was able to fit it into this pouch right in that center pocket. So keep that as a backup, heavier cutting tasks, whatever the case is. Small fixed blade was good to have in the pouch. Now, after that, I take a lot of notes. I write a lot of things down. I've been trying to do a lot better about making lists, because if I don't write something down, I'm going to forget it. If I don't make a list of what I need to get done for the day, I'm not going to do it. So I thought I'll throw an extra notebook in here. I've always got a field notes in my back pocket, in my uniform, jeans, whatever. I've always got a field notes notebook, but I threw an extra one in here. This one's a new one because I just filled up my last one, as something to keep notes with, make lists with, in case for whatever reason I forget mine or just need some extra notes. And to be honest, my kids love drawing in these, and so if we're in the car for a while or they're getting bored or I pick them up from school, 9 times out of 10, they're asking for my notebook so they can draw pictures in it, which is why my last one filled up so quick. But that kind of worked out too, because then I got a cool memory notebook of all their drawings. So pen, field notes, and the pen is the Pilot G2 Mini. I've said it in past videos, I love these pens. I love how the G2 writes, and I love that they make a mini version. So obviously that was the compact one I wanted to throw in my pouch. And other writing utensil is a Sharpie. I don't know why, but I use a Sharpie way more than I ever thought I would. But I always like having one around just in case. With my previous job, I used them a lot, so it's probably why I started carrying one so much. But figured I might as well throw one in there just in case I need that as well. So flip it over. So that's the 3 front pockets and the big back pocket where I keep the notebook. Flip it over. It's just a simple zipper. Opens up into a regular pouch. There's 1.5 million of these style pouches that I've seen on Amazon and other places. But again, this one specifically has the Olight tag on it. So inside, got a few tools in here. First, right as you open up, it's got a lighter. Not a smoker, but occasionally I have a cigar. But why not have a lighter? I use that to burn strings off my uniform or my boots, or just to have one just in case. I mean, like I said, not a smoker, but you're ever around a smoker and you got a lighter, then you're on their good graces, you know? Let's see. Next, I've got a spare AAA battery for my i3T. In case, you know, that battery dies and then this battery dies, I've got a backup. But no, just in case, because I do like carrying my i3T so much, figured I've got enough space in there right now. I'll throw an extra battery in case I need it. Next, chapstick. I've got sticks of chapstick everywhere. Got one in here. I've got one in my car. I've got one on my nightstand. I've got one in my wife's car. I've got one in the junk drawer in the kitchen, the bathroom, like just everywhere, because I used a lot of chapstick. And so I've got a stick of that everywhere. So I figured that would be good to have an extra one in this pouch. Next up after that, I've got a very short charging cord for a Type-C charger. This could also charge my flashlight, but also as a backup for my phone in case I would need it. So it's short enough, it's compact enough, it didn't bulk up and take up too much room in there. I squeezed it in kind of last minute because I thought, you know what, I've got a flashlight and a phone and a set of headphones that can all charge off of this. Why not throw it in there? Then, oh gosh, all right, so the clippers. I am constantly clipping and messing with my nails, and so I feel like I'm always losing or digging around for a pair of clippers. So I wanted to throw an extra set in there just in case, because like I said, I feel like I'm always looking for a pair of clippers, and I only have like 1 or 2 in the house, and I don't know why. So I wanted to throw one in here. Again, trying to think of gear that I would actually need or use to have right there with me in the pouch. So a pair of clippers was high on the list. Next up, in line with the clippers, got a very small pair of tweezers. So I got these for, I think, Christmas last year. My wife got these for me. It was a 2-pack of titanium tweezers. This is the shorter pair, and then there's one that's a little bit longer, like a standard size pair. And this would have been helpful. While I was down in Florida, my mother-in-law got a pretty bad splinter, and had I had this with me and not left it in the car, might have been able to get it out. But that's a whole other story. She ended up getting looked like a pretty gnarly infection on her pinky, but that's why I threw these in here, to have those from now on, because I don't want to get a splinter like that. Let's see. Next up, we've got a pair of adjustable mini pliers. So not the Knipex like I've seen are super popular and hyped up. I didn't want to pay that much money for a small pair of pliers. I got these for like $4 at Home Depot a while back, and they've come in handy quite a bit. So it's nice to have those in there. I use this on our tailgate rack, or our hitch rack going down on our trip this past week, to kind of tighten everything up along the road. And when we took it off, put it back on, these came in handy for that. Everyone, I think, should have a microfiber cloth for cleaning, whether it's glasses, knife, whatever, just to wipe things off, keep things clean. Enough said on that. That's pretty straightforward. And last but not least, a full-size good multi-tool. So this is the Leatherman Wave Plus. Got a ton of tools on here. Another knife, saw, file, pliers, wire cutters, wire strippers, small pry bar, scissors, Phillips, flathead, can opener, bottle opener, you guys know what's on here. It's pretty standard multi-tool, but that was one of the first things I threw into this pouch, was a big multi-tool, mainly for the pliers and the screwdriver, because that seems to be what I would use the most on a multi-tool. So that is it. That is my EDC pouch that I just recently started carrying. I do have another one that I'm going to start using as well if I find that I like this one enough, and it is the new Big Idea Design pocket pouch that they just came out with. And so if I like this well enough, I want to condense it down just a little bit more with maybe some of these smaller items or tools that I can actually fit into my back pocket. Because that was the biggest reason I never carried an EDC pouch, was it wouldn't fit in my back pocket. I don't want to throw it on my belt loop. If I threw it in my bag, then I feel like I got to dig into my bag, dig into the pouch, then get the tool out of there. And it just seemed excessive to me. So like I said, though, I've never really carried it enough to know, which is why I wanted to try with this. So giving this one a try. If I like it, I'll probably keep all of this stuff in here and then build up that new pouch that I'm getting, to actually carry in my back pocket that I've seen, fits well in your pocket, which is obviously what it was designed for. So going through again real quick, multi-tool, adjustable pliers. See if I can get this in as quick as I got everything out. Then we got microfiber cleaning cloth. We've got clippers. We've got chapstick. We've got a spare battery for the i3T flashlight. We've got a pair of tiny titanium tweezers. Got a small charging cord for a Type-C charger. Got the lighter. I think that's everything in the back there. It's nice and easy. Then we've got field notes. Slides right in there because I take lots of notes, make not lots of lists, and my kids draw lots of pictures. And we've got a Sharpie G2 mini pen, a small fixed blade, maybe, there we go, small fixed blade, and last but not least, a backup light, a much brighter backup light to my i3T. So that is everything in my EDC pouch. Like I've said, carrying it for the last couple weeks, I've enjoyed it. It's come in handy a few times. Probably going to continue to carry this and just either leave it in my car or carry it with me until I get that new pocket pouch or decide how I want to set up my other pocket pouch. So thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next one.